hungry for... Win against an Eastern Conference rival. The Miami Heat are ready for this thing to get started. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan. Alongside tonight, Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy. With Allie LaForce reporting from the sidelines. For the Raptors, happy to be here in Toronto right now in the midst of a nice homestand. And, of course, Jaime Jaquez. Team moving on here without him.
And as shocked as people are that they would trade away a player of his caliber, they didn't just let him go for nothing.
Whoa!
Well, that's the multi-time dunk contest champ, Zach LaVine, reminding us of what he can do.
Greg, how about this matchup we have here tonight? Two teams that really like to shoot the three.
It's going to be a shootout, Kevin. Something we see more and more of in today's NBA. I think whichever team makes more threes wins this one.
And Williams, here we go. Good ball movement here by Miami. Clock at 6.
What doesn't Scottie Pippen do? A very polished defender who can also rain buckets down from wherever. Whenever Scottie's on the floor, he is making trouble for you.
And both free throws good for Pippen. And here's LaVine who brings it up for the Raptors. And Davis now top of the key. Pass to Siakam. And finished off by Siakam.
And those are two loud points. Siakam flushes it without much effort.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
I briefly spoke with Darko Rajakovic. I asked, what do you do about Tyrese Maxey, a guy who can spark plays out of thin air? Coach let me in on their strategy, saying, I'm trying to keep someone in front of him all night. I don't want Maxey seeing the shots he wants or the passing lanes he's looking for. It's a tough assignment, but Coach says he's got the right guys for the job. Back to you.
And as always, Allie, great job. Thank you.
And he found the soft spot in the D on that possession.
Here's LaVine. And the jam by LaVine.
Well, he might be a bit wiry, but LaVine has the strength to take a bump and finish at the rim.
Here's Maxey. Pippen outside. They set the pick. Three-pointer. Knocks down the three ball. Pippen's got 5.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Pass to Reddish. His three-pointers off the mark.
Not a problem when that's your first miss of the game. Strong start.
Left side, Maxey. Here's Williams. Reddish grabs the rebound. Outside for Smart. That's in there. Davis with the assist.
Man, I could watch threes from the corner all day. Smart seems to have a feel from there.
Down low. Here's Klingon.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Raptors.
Well, I like how they're going right at the defense, creating high-quality looks with that penetration.
And on top of that, they've been asserting themselves offensively, getting a good chunk of their points from inside. Yeah, a nice, strong finish on the inside.
But Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality.
Yeah, and Pippen there driving hard inside, has the height and athleticism to consistently get it done in the paint.
Levine wide open. And again, Toronto with the triple.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
And with how explosive Maxey is, he's not your average guard in the paint.
And it's Davis missing. The Heat trailing. The kick out to Williams. And it's done in the corner. Maxey deciding where to go with it. The Heat need to get a shot off. Pippen. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well. On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
Not the best statistics for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
And here's Ivy. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game.
Well, you like to see Ivy capitalize on the interior.
And it's Pippen with the jam.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows, increasing the entertainment value.
Outside for Davis. And there are the Raptors with another bucket.
And over the course of his career, Davis has become a much better shooter.
Here's Maxey. Down it goes for his third basket in as many tries.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Here's Ivy. Drives to the hoop. And slam dunk by Ivy.
Turning on the Jets. Ivy went full speed ahead on that drive.
And Klingon has it in the corner. Over in the corner, Williams. And a miss there on the triple. The Raptors with the lead. Pass to Davis. Toronto's shooting their first free throws here tonight.
Second team foul.
He's off on the first.
At the line for your
Wow.
Raptors.
What, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. Clock management. This is where they can get a 2-for-1.
And Kevin, every opportunity counts.
Here's Miller. Pass to Dunn. That one's in. His first shot this game.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Davis down low. 7 points in the game. And again, no good by Toronto. It's the end of the first with a tie game here. And already these offenses are clicking. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And guys, what's your take on Toronto so far?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Yeah, they dictated the pace to this point, looking to run at every opportunity.
Levine looking around. And Pippen pulls it down. And so it's Pippen with it. He brings it up for the Heat. They set the pick. Back to Miller. 6 on the shot clock. The 15-footer. And he hits the jump shot. Pippen's got the lead up to 2 now for Miami.
And the shots just keep on falling for Pippen. And seeing him find his rhythm is sure to motivate his teammates.
And a rangy 6'7" wing GA with a smooth shooting touch. Brandon Miller fits a mold that a lot of teams are looking for.
And there's a reason he was the second overall pick in 23. He's got the potential to be an impact wing at both ends of the floor.
And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Raptors coach Darko Rajakovic explained what he's looking for on the offensive end. He said, quote, "It's unselfishness, ball and body movement, playing together and making each other better. Also, you have to be able to adjust. Basketball is not set in stone. If it was, it would be a recipe." Kevin?
Yeah, you got to roll with the punches. Thank you, Allie. Back to Levine. Wide open. And the shot goes in. Levine's got 9 points.
Well, Levine may have cut down on his mid-range attempts, but he's still more than capable from that.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Pippen with the steal. And then Pippen slams it in.
Don't you wish you could leap like Pippen? I mean, I do.
Outside Porter. And that comes off the assist by Levine.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
McBride with the ball. Out-guarded by Smart. Back to McBride. Pass to Post. 5 to shoot. Drains it from 17 feet out. Post has got his first points of the game.
And likes the view from there. He's a strong mid-range shooter.
Yeah, and once you see that advantage from the sideline, you just want to yell at him to shoot the ball.
Stan, Michael Porter Jr. is a crucial piece to this offense.
Oh, he absolutely is, Kevin. First of all, we know that shooting provides space for other people to operate, and he certainly does that. But Michael Porter Jr. is also a very timely cutter and gets his share of easy buckets.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
Well, not only does this show off Levine's skills, it's also a...
That is a great finish!
Oh, my.
And what an incredible talent Miller is. What a ferocious finish there.
And the shot goes in. Levine's got 13 points.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
Pass to Porter. Outside, Levine. Back to Porter. And finished off by Porter.
Well, showing off the athleticism. At 6'10", Porter Jr. is a major problem inside.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatic.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. And the Raptors with some changes. Raptors trailed by 4. Outside, Davis. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
And so Eric Spoelstra will call a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. And Miami making a change here. Barnes outside. Back to Ivy. Left side, Davis. And it's slammed in by Davis.
And he'll get ahead of steam when there's that much of a lane. You can't get in AD's way.
Pass to Whitehead. To the paint. And stolen by Siakam. Left side, Davis. Ivy, no one around him. Toronto gets it back with a new 14. The second chance effort. Davis owning the paint and gets it to go.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Here's Miller. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
And more than just a jump shooter, Miller's very good around the rim. A rare quality for a wing these days.
Davis inside. Takes it out to Siakam. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Reddish. And it's Miami with the rebound. McBride with the ball. Picked up by Davis. And he drives in. And so Miami again turning it over. The Heat making a switch here. There's 37 seconds left in the first half of basketball. To the inside. And it's slammed in by Davis.
And with all the different things he does, you expect AD to put up points every night. He's alive to handle.
It's stolen by Davis. Fast break Toronto. And Reddish with the slam. It has been nip and tuck through the first half.
Exactly, guys. The way it's seesawed back and forth, unbelievable.
And it's Whitmore missing. Davis down low. 1 second left. And finished off by Davis. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Raptors lead by 4. Time now for the halftime break. With the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Davis sets a screen. Number 3, Levine. Davis on the follow.
Oh, great effort on the boards. AD playing hard.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
So, Greg, you played in the league over a decade. What's the toughest thing about being a pro basketball player?
Lots of things. To me, it's just keeping your spot. Every year, there's just so much talent coming in. So holding on to a place on the roster, and that can be as difficult as anything.
Well, they have leaned on him offensively with good reason. Efficiency will help you win a lot of games.
Outside for Pippen. Driving in. And Davis sends it back.
If you're near the hoop, you have to know where Davis is, or the growl will make you pay.
Pass to Levine. Davis surveying the floor. And Davis throws it down.
I mean, he's just been brilliant today, guys, and it was the same exact story last time out.
It's stolen by Reddish. And Anthony Davis again. And it's a 10-point Toronto lead.
Everything going to plan here to start the third. 80% shooting thus far.
Williams gets the bucket.
Maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that D can afford to get out.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. It's all yours.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. Tyrese Maxey trying to do it all for his team. He said, I think the biggest part is leadership. I need to lead by example and lead with my voice. I have to play well, and if I do that, I can demand respect with my play. But I really want to set a good example just by how hard I work. Back to you.
Great mentality. All right, Allie, we thank you very much. Davis with the bucket.
Well, when you have a guy scoring like he is, you redraw every play to be about getting him the ball.
Maxey on the wing. Over Smart. And Zach LaVine pulls it down.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
The Heat trail by 9. Pass to Klingon. And it's Anthony Davis with the rebound. And here's LaVine who brings it up for the Toronto Raptors. Here's Davis. Again, Toronto.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead. Calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
And so Eric Spoelstra will call a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. And here are the Heat now. 11-point game. And stolen by Siakam. Over in the corner, Reddish. No good from outside. And despite all the accolades, GA, is it possible that Pascal Siakam is underrated?
Absolutely. Spicy P is one of the best two-way players in the league. Exceptionally versatile, and his impact goes beyond his impressive stat line.
Well, you know Smart is going to hustle back in transition. He's got that fire.
Out to Miller. Now Williams. He's got 5. 6 to shoot. Pippen. Rebounded by Smart.
Well, this period, he's been his own worst enemy, and now he's pressing.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime.
Yeah, the defender all over.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Raptors.
Well, I've been a little surprised by how many mid-range jump shots they're taking and hitting. But so far, that seems to be the recipe that's working for them.
And we also got to talk about the damage they've done inside. The opposition having a hard time keeping that ball out of the paint.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guy.
And coaches looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Well, that's the job, right? Your duty as a coach is to finesse your lineups so your guys get the best chance to succeed.
Good on both. And teams take more threes now than ever before. More than double the average attempts we saw in the 90s.
Well, I think what's happened, Kevin, is we just have more guys who can shoot the ball. So in the 90s, you might have had 2 guys who shot the ball well from 3 and made it a good shot. Now, on a lot of teams, virtually everyone on the roster can shoot the 3. If we have more guys on the floor who can space out and shoot the 3, we're going to have a lot more attempts and a lot more efficiency on those attempts.
And they're getting points, they're getting stops, and this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor.
Here's Ivy. Good work there as it goes. Ivy's got 4 points this quarter.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Here's Whitmore. It's hauled in by Michael Porter.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Second team foul.
1:16 left in the third. To the left wing. Williams comes with the double team. 5 on the clock. Raptors need to get a shot.
Yeah, but just the second turnover of the game. I mean, overall, pretty meticulous offensively. And this is what you like about Miller. He has great range from 3, but he can also make tough shots in traffic.
And finished off by Shepard.
Well, overall, they're the team getting the better looks here in this second half.
Yeah, they've looked really in sync after the break. Getting the shots they want and converting them. Well, that's a shot you don't mind him taking. Gets a good look and trusts his shot to knock down the 3.
And
flying high. Ivy with the display of athleticism.
Maxey, no good. Toronto leading by 16. Ivy up top. He's got 10. Porter in the corner. That three off the mark. And here we go. Fast break, and Whitmore's got it. Anthony Davis firing on all cylinders for the Toronto Raptors. A grand total of 28 points for him in the game now. They have no answer for him defensively. They'll get... And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. And Miami has possession. They trail by 16. Pass to Klingon. Here's Maxey. Driving the lane. Shot clock at 6. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
That's it.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help this team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this.
Davis. And finished off by Davis.
You don't see bigs with a handle like Davis's. How do you stop that?
Look, he's doing what he can to try to keep them afloat offensively, continuing to stay aggressive.
Here's Davis. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist. That's now 32 points for Davis.
A difficult shot for some bigs, but AD making it look easy.
And timeout is called by Eric Spoelstra. He's not taking any chances and wants to huddle them up right away. The Heat making a switch here. And here's Maxey outside. It's hauled in by the Raptors. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. And Davis pulls it down. Raptors leading by 16. Pass to Siakam. Outside, Davis. On the wing, Levine. Banked in off the glass.
High percentage territory for Levine.
Here's Pippen. And he makes good on the layup. Pippen's got 29 in the game.
Well, he's playing great tonight, but not quite well enough to carry the entire team. They need to find some other contributors.
And keeping those hands active in the passing lanes, Maxey turning defense into offense.
And Levine, here we go.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, my man is going for the jugular.
And it's done in the corner. There's the triple. Sinks the three-pointer.
Well, offensively, he's doing his best to keep them in this game, but they might need someone else to step up as well.
Davis in the corner. Siakam left side. They double-team Siakam. Pippen with the steal. Fires from deep. Knocked loose.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
Well, the rebound